Hi and welcome to another episode of the FM26 beta here on Vanilla FM, and today we're going to carry on looking at the setting up of the game. So we didn't get very far. I don't think I've pressed continue yet in this save. I have in the other save that I'm doing within women's leagues, but I haven't played a match yet, so I have no idea what the match engine looks like. Now what we're going to do today is set up our squad. I think, have we done that? We have set up our squad, actually, already. Tactics, yes we have, great. There's a bug here, I've reported it. They said quick pick would fix it, and it doesn't fix it, look. So that is not... I'll put a comment in the SI website, because they're saying quick pick fixes it, and it definitely doesn't. What if I clear the squad, and they'll go quick pick again? Yeah, okay. The quick pick does not fix it. That's wrong information. It does not fix this bug. Okay, so we are now going to turn our attentions to the staff. I've had some issues with the staff screen. I'll show you what I mean now. So you got the club staff, this tile. Press there. It gives you more club staff. I think it's referring to first team and second team, but it doesn't mention that anywhere on the page. And if you press the first tile, it takes you to your first team coaching staff. If you, let me bring that up again. If you press the second tile, it takes you to all staff. So basically the club view, but it doesn't take you to all staff within that menu structure, which is really strange. So when you were in it, when I was in it before, you'll have noticed all staff, and it stays within this menu structure here at the top. So that I will report that. I have taken a screenshot and I will report it. Actually, what I need to do as well, I didn't grab a screenshot of what happens when you go here and it doesn't show you the structure at the top. Okay, fine. So let's get back to stuff. This screen. Okay, very bad. I don't like these tiles. These tiles are... They look great in theory, but in practice they're not working well. They might work well eventually as they develop the game, but at the moment they're not. So we've got a few vacancies to fill. We can hire a head of youth development, which I would very much like to do so. I might hire a director of football, but that's for a very specific reason. So sometimes I like looking for someone who either has a very good motivating personality or attribute back in the day, or or if they can have a great tactical knowledge or tactical awareness, depending on the gaps that we have within our staff structure at the moment. So that's more to do with responsibilities. I don't play with the director of football as in like they don't hire they don't buy players or get players for me, but what they do is that they fill the void, if there is one, in terms of being that bench, as someone like shouting on the bench or doing the team talks or whatever, stuff like that. So we might look at that later, but for now, head of youth development, 3 scouts, one of them chief scout, and a head physio. Alright, so let's go now to recruitment. I don't like that you have to jump out of the staff page to recruit staff. I think that is bad. I've just noticed this button down here. Okay, it's not obvious. It should be up here. It's down here. Okay, fine. That makes it a bit better. Not gonna lie. I didn't see that button before. Oh, and we also have this button here, which takes us back to this tile. Okay, I don't particularly like that, but okay. Right. So, this page, how it works, I'm going to include Hereford staff again. If you want to know why I'm doing a parallel save in the women's leagues, I explain why I do that there, but I'll explain it again for you guys at some other point later in the game. And then, so here we're going to look for attributes, we want head of youth development, and we want to get a condition. Oh, role. There we go. Coaching. No, it's not coaching. It is weird. Okay, so here, head of youth development, manager, assistant manager are under coaching, but they're under management. Why? Keep it consistent. Don't keep changing. Keep it consistent. I don't like that. Okay, fine. Is head of youth development. I could go with is partially, so they can do the role. It might not be their usual role all the time, but they can do the role. That's fine. You can see if I lower this now, these attributes, we might get someone pop in here at the back. It says this guy's got an expiry contract. Well, he's not is he contracted? He is contracted. Can I offer him a contract? I can. I'm going to pay for it though. This guy has got a contract that runs out in the past. Okay, that's another bug. So many bugs. I'm going to approach the sign, even though he's got a deal. But I want to see how that works in the game as well. So normally I wouldn't hire someone who has a deal already. I'd go for free transfers. Okay, finalize, exit. So I've got a head of youth development. We also needed two scouts, I believe. So let's go to scouting. Scout, pick attributes. There is no difference between scout and chief scout. Okay, it's just... No, that didn't do anything. Okay. Okay, pressing scout did nothing. Okay, it does there. Right, I'm actually going to take out adaptability, because realistically we're not going to be scouting abroad, at least not yet. I'm going to lower this to competent. Wow, we're going to go really low down. A bug that I found already is if you go and press mental, these attributes are all wrong. Okay, so the mental view is broken. Medical view seems to be okay. Coaching view also seems to be okay. Mental view is not okay. So I've started making my own custom view for that. Right, so we are looking for scouts. So we're going to be looking for someone who's got current ability, judgment. I've also noted in the bug list how this doesn't show you if it's selected, if it's sorted by it. It also, when you do multiple sortings, it doesn't show you the arrows are missing. So everyone here is competent. Let's go for adaptability. Which one of these? So I think reasonable is worse than competent, which is worse than average. Is that right? I don't know. I actually don't know. What is better? Is it better to have someone who's competent or who's average? Who knows? Nobody knows. This is why I don't like words, because there's room for interpretation. Right. So I'm gonna approach. See, that is wrong as well. So here, when I click director football, when I click scouting, these attributes should be the scouting attributes, and they should be highlighted as key attributes. So this screen is broken, just like so many other things in Football Manager. Right, okay. Exasperation. So we are therefore going to look at a few of these people. I might go with these two because their preferred roles are already a scout. So I'm going to approach the sign. suggest. Okay, finalize, exit talks. And then maybe Neil Rose, approach the sign. This guy I'm going to make a chief scout because I need one of those. Is it 3 scouts we need or 2? I can't remember. Okay, finalize, exit talks. Let me just quickly double check. Oh, I can probably go here. And okay, 3. Alright, one more. The back button didn't take me to where I wanted to go. Okay. Right, and then yeah, well, any of these 2 really. I'm gonna go for James just because I don't know. Good name. Lower the price a bit less, and finalize. Okay, got our 3. And I believe we also need it at head physio. So let's go and get ourselves a head physio. And just to demonstrate again that those attributes haven't changed, I'm going to go here and then we're going to go head physio. And nothing happens. Great. Physio. Great. And just again, just to demonstrate head physio. I'm not sure if the button's not working or because as before, historically, head physio and physio didn't need different attributes. I don't even know why they have the different buttons for it. Anyway, so we have one that's popped up. Let's apply. Bobby Childs has popped up. Now this time around, it is correct. So the screen's correct. The medical attributes are showing the medical attributes relevant to a physio, but what it's not showing is the key attributes. So that can be reported as a bug also, because it is technically still a bug. So let's do that. So many bugs to report. Right, so Bobby Childs, let's approach as a head physio. Medical physio. Take it down a bit. Take it down. Finalize. And we got our staff. Great. That's really great. What can we do next? So, at this point, I'll press continue once. Just to let the game run for a bit. That window is stuck for whatever reason. Let's go back to the portal. Any news? No news. I need to reply to this. I'm just going to say yes, and these are the different types of fines that the players can get for getting sent off and basically leaving training or not appearing to training. So let's just confirm that. That's obviously been agreed with the captain. It's always the captain that makes this draft, and to be fair, I always just agree with it, so that's fine. Complete. Now at this stage, I haven't done so yet, but I would like to look at recruitment for the squad. So before we get into it, let's look at the club finances and just see what we've got. We've got how does it show me how much money I've got in the bank? This it? No. Back. This it? No. What's the overall balance? Where's the overall balance? Okay, this is not a very good view. All right. Overview. Finances, overall balance. You have to go into club, and then when you open finances, the obvious thing that should show, which is your overall balance, is not showing. Goodness me. No, I don't want a holiday. Sometimes it feels like I want a holiday, but no. This is bad, okay? When you click finances, you want to see how much money your club has. That should be in one of these boxes somewhere. Okay. So that's fine. I also want to look at transfer budget, and where would that be? That now that we have established So if I press finances and I press... See, that's wages. That's not... Let's go to recruitment. Where do I see my transfer budget? Yes, okay. Okay, database, yeah. Budget is there. Okay. Recruitment objectives. Transfer room, squad planner. And, alright, fine. So I have no transfer budget and I have £770 available to pay someone. We also have a scouting budget of 20k. Okay. Okay, how do I change my database? Budget, scouting range. Okay, so that makes sense. I've got no focuses on them at the moment. I can go all the way to worldwide, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, right. What I might do, and it might help, and I've not, obviously this is all new to me, I might go to my tactics, or squad planner actually. Squad planner, and do I have, when I press, no. Wing back, ball playing goalkeeper. Is this in possession or out of possession roles? Position view. Okay. Transfers out. So these are where you can see, where you can recommend the player. Alright, so let's start small. Let's start with the goalkeeper. So we're gonna go, it's not squad anymore, it's in tactics. This is very annoying. It's not in squad anymore. It should be in squad. And we are playing both. So we want a ball playing goalkeeper that in out of possession plays in sweeper keeper. Okay, so comes out off the line proactively, like so. And over here, we've got the little animation again. They're going to come out and play the ball. Okay, so it is attacking, very attacking goalkeeper. So it comes in. There is a risk that they might be run, obviously, because they're out here playing the ball. And also, if it's out of possession, rather than backtrack, they're actually going to try and attack the ball off the line. Okay. So it's a risky role. So if we start with that, I want to see how the recruitment works. So if we go back to recruitment, I'm going to go transfer in, create a transfer opportunity. Okay, let's try that. Goalkeeping. In ball playing and sweeper keeper. And I want anything. And playing time, any, that's fine. Between 15 and 50. Yeah, that's fine. Submit requirement, and then let's just see what answers come back, right? So I just want to test this feature, essentially. I'm going to do that. Whilst at the same time, I want to have a little peek at the database. Player recommendations, what's that? Okay. Database, and I'm going to set this up now for goalkeeper, in possession, ball playing, out of possession, sweeper keeper. Okay, and I'm not going to be rigid with this, so I'm just going to be like can play partially. Alright, it doesn't have to be all that specific, or does it? Let me think about this. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not going to give it scouting grades for just yet. Ages between, again, 15. Oh, and 45. I thought you were supposed to give me a bigger range. Is 45 the maximum? Okay, That's not great. Alright. Contract status, fine, blah blah blah. And then attributes, this is where it gets interesting. It only highlights in possession attributes. Interesting. Very interesting. Highlight key attributes for, okay. And we're going to backtrack that. Okay, so it gives us a range of players that we could potentially go for. Why are they all Irish? Is there a bug? Let me increase my scouting range. Let's go all the way to... why not just go world? I mean, I'm not going to do another transfer season, so... Wait, hang on. Scouting budget is 20. I only have 1 month left. I'm just going to go for UK for now. Okay, confirm. Gosh, it's still all Irish. What? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Irish. Irish are fine. Okay, they're not all Irish. Right. It just so happens to be that all the goalkeepers that meet these criteria are Irish. So no, it's not there. There doesn't appear... Oh, there is a bug. So all these guys appeared now. Is it because I pressed England now? And you went up? Might have been. Okay, let's try and push this. Alright. Apply. So we've got 2 players here. Zaki Kawi and Jake Weaver. Another thing I want to try as well is what if you forget about that and you just go for the main ones. So you just go for physical attributes. I have done this in the past and this has actually worked out really well. Okay. And apply. Okay. This has actually worked out really well in the past. And one of these guys is still part of the same list. Okay, that's good. So maybe that means we should put in an offer for him. I just want to go around and see... exclude. Yeah, I like that. Exclude Hereford players. No, do not exclude Hereford players. Apply. Just for the purposes of ensuring there isn't some sort of weird bug, I'm going to take that down a notch and bring it back up. Okay, fine. So it looks like we have 2 options here. If we're going to go down the route of fitness levels, if I press this, okay, so you still have key attributes and desirable attributes, I suppose you call it. What is this? Okay, so you still have all of these for specifically for goalkeepers. That might change depending on the position. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so I might go with this guy only because he's free. Yeah. And there's nothing glaringly obviously horrible with him. The other way you can do it is by going by who's the youngest as well. That's another way I like to work. Is that way you can build your squad for the future as well. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna hire. I'm not sure if I can actually hire this guy because. So let's go for making an offer. I can't buy him. I could only loan him. Okay, I'm reluctant to. We could try and loan him. I mean, the worst that can happen is that they'll say no. Let's do that and make an offer. Oh, they actually don't mind. Oh, they do mind. Stratford are reluctant. Why is it green? It should be red. Okay, that should be red. rather than green. Exit talks. Okay, so we can't get the one that we wanted. We're gonna try and hire some of these other guys. So let's say, for example, this guy. Oh, how did I? Wait, what? Okay, it's not obvious that he doesn't have a contract. Okay, so he doesn't have a contract. Before, there used to be an amateur icon, which would be good. Backup. Suggest. Okay, fine. You can be first choice. Finalize. And I'm going to negotiate the contract. And again, here, I try to lowball it as much as I can. So, I'm going to suggest. I'm going to leave that contract as it is. I'm going to just go for clean sheets. Don't want to pay any upfront fees. Finalize. Exit. Alright. Brings me to this page, which is okay. I don't really want to come back to this page, but that's fine. And now Gavin will be a similar story, is whether or not he's got a contract. Apparently he doesn't, but that should be clear here. That's a bit of an oversight. Even though it obviously there it says no wages, so I should have noticed that. Alright. Let's go with Cup goalkeeper. Suggest promise. Okay, fine. Finalize. So we're gonna have two first choice goalkeepers. It's not great. Low bullet. Suggest. Again, let's take some of this stuff out. Clean sheets. Alright, let's go for that. And it's probably going to get accepted. Okay, so basically that's putting in... I'm not sure if I'm going to actually hire those two goalkeepers or not, but I just wanted to make a couple of offers so you could see how that goes. I am quite interested to see how the transfer room in works. So I've got obviously this ball playing goalkeeper ad out. I want to see if something will come of it. I'm going to press continue once, but I'm going to leave the episode there, I think, because it's been nearly half an hour now. So we'll take a break now from the game, and I'll come back again tomorrow for some more Hereford. What I might do is do some more transfers in the background, because obviously it will get tedious because it's the same bugs and the same experience. So unless there's something I specifically want to show off, I'll show it on camera, but if not, I'll just continue trying to sort out the squad, and I'll catch up with you in the next one. For a more in-depth, step-by-step, I show everything on camera, everything that I do. My second channel where I do the Women's League's journey save. If you want to do that, then that's the place to go. Go ahead and subscribe to Football Manager. That's the name of the channel. And I will show every single step. So basically I'll play that game as live every single time. With the Hereford save here on this channel, I'll basically just progress a bit of the time and then come back and catch up with you guys at key points. That's to allow me to be able to play something in my own times. For example, if I'm not able to record because I'm at work or it's really late at night or whatever, I can still continue to play this save without any recording, and then I'll just catch up with you at key points. Alright, so thanks so much for watching until the end, and I'll see you next one. Take care. Bye bye.